All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ian with Mountain Moose Reviews, and this is the actual HuntVault Elite January 2020 box opening. I know the last video got a few views. A few people were like, that sounded more like a rant. That's because it was. So just a quick, to let everybody know what's going to happen in the video. I'm going to kind of talk about the last box because I think that some people are kind of concerned, well, am I actually going to use this stuff or not? Before they decide to get one. I'm going to kind of recap on what happened with the shipping, and then we'll go into the box opening. So, last month, December, we got the box for the very first time. I was very excited to do it. Kind of unsure what to expect, whether or not I would actually use any of the gear that was in there. For those of you who didn't see it, the video is underneath my channel and goes through kind of bit by bit. So, some of the pieces I did use, the Kodiak Cakes Pancake Mix was a huge hit. Kids ate a lot of them. I enjoyed it as well. The Vortex optic that was included at first, I was a little concerned about it. It was this little monocular. Wasn't quite sure what to make of it, whether or not I'd use it because I'm typically used to binos or scope. But I had a deer hunt in Texas. I took this with me. This is actually a really handy piece of kit I hadn't used before. I was able to travel a little bit lighter. It was less cumbersome. We were very successful in that harvest. 5 deer between myself and my hunting partner, so this is actually pretty good. And then we used this afterwards to sight in a new scope for one of his rifles, so I was actually very impressed with this little piece of gear. The Pelican case is out. I've used it kind of sparingly because I typically keep all my pistol cases when that's kind of what it was designed for. I am looking at potentially using that if I use a go travel through the air because it's a lot more padded. But that's more of, at least in my opinion, it's more for either like high quality optics or if you're running like a dot sight or some kind of sight like that and you don't want it to get knocked off prior to a competition. So I haven't used that one yet. The trucker hat I still use. I still find it's a good hat, still good quality. It makes me look suave, at least in my own opinion. So those are the big ones. The only one I really haven't used much, and this is something I brought up the last month, was the Outdoor Edge knife. I have so many darn hunting knives and knives that I've used both downrange as well as hunting knives that I've used. I did not get a chance to use this one for skinning or gutting because I had another knife that was just on me that time. So because of that, I haven't used it yet, so I figured what better way to say that I've actually used the product than by using it to cut the tape. I know, really big challenge for it, of the new HuntVault 2020 box. Now, the second part of the video, as I said, I wanted to kind of go into some of the shipping and stuff. It is the 31st of January, so this box got debited from my account approximately around Christmas time. So we're talking over a month later, a month and a half, after complaints that I made in my previous rant / video. We discussed, hey look, it's taking so long. Finally get the box on the 31st, and if you go off of Tennessee time, it's after business hours on the 31st, so we're talking by skin of teeth. I don't know if that's indicative of how HuntVault's going to be. I'm going to give them one more college try for the month of February to see how they do. Also, I want to see what's kind of in the box first before I really decide, but it's one of those things that if you're a person who likes something very promptly, such as purchasing off of Amazon and expecting Prime delivery, not going to be quite as on time as you'd like. So just so you're aware, if you haven't bought any boxes prior to, I know if you look on YouTube, there are a lot of other channels that get battle box or competing boxes that have already had their reviews up for weeks prior to. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get to the box. So, one last fun note on the shipping. Thank you FedEx for this awesome delivery hole. Really appreciate it. Helps to ventilate my stuff. I don't know if it's just that particular carrier, but that's the second HuntVault box that has been punctured in some way through shipping. So we'll see how it goes. And as I said, using my trusty Outdoor Edge knife, knowing my luck, because it actually is a pretty sharp edge, I'll end up slicing the finger off, and we'll go from there. Put that back down. And here we go. So, like last time, I'm kind of folding it over for everybody so they can see. Rifle target that's still on the box, I have not taken the rifle target off the previous box because I live out near the desert, and you want to know what's really fun to try and see? A cardboard box at 200 yards. Very difficult to see the target, so I haven't taken this out, but if I do, I'll make sure I show everybody. So, what's in the bag? All right. First kit I find is the safety line. Looks like it is a ladder stand, braided nylon. It's a security rope, a safety rope for those of us who go hunting in deer season, specifically off of tree climbers. Not bad to have. It says it's weighted for 300 pounds, so I can gain safely 75 pounds before I have to worry about this not being able to do it. So it's used for any ladder or fixed position. So I'm going to go through real fast, see if I can find the little cheat sheet they send with it. All right, so according to their awesome little box that they've got, it says that the safety line should be $50. So $50 for a nylon rope. It's like climbing rope. I don't know if it comes with anything else special or not, but it's got, let's see, again, see, I'm going with my outdoor edge knife. Didn't use it at all for the last box, so might as well get its use in now. So directions, which I'm a guy, how many of us read those? Okay, so it's actually this is actually a fairly decent rope. It's very heavy. It's got your D-ring locking, so I use these a lot for military gear on my bags. So we'll see how that holds up. I have only one tree climber and it already has a safety harness included. It looks like it is 30 foot, so that's actually pretty decent size, and I don't know what I just hit, but it sounded heavy. So I don't know, if I don't use it for hunt stands or hunting stands while I'm out for deer season, which is in 11 months, then I'll try it out for some of the other stuff. But overall, pretty good piece of gear, so I'm not too upset about that. $50, I don't know, might be a little bit rich for my blood, but then again, that's how I'm a little bit more thrifty than most. All right, another hat, and this one is a HuntVault hat, another trucker style hat. Looks like it's all black, so I'll give the camera a little bit of a close-up there. So this looks like direct marketing for HuntVault themselves. Kind of made a joke last time about the bumper sticker with HuntVault getting some free advertising out of it, but I still haven't put it on my truck. But let's see, as far as I can tell, feels good. I'll put it through its paces, you know. Nothing my wife loves more than the fact that I've got 4,000 hats. So looks to be, as I said, just standard trucker construction on the back. According to the little tag, it's got Proverbs 18:10. I am not as skilled with the good book as others may be, so Proverbs 18:10, and it's got their rifle, knife, bow and arrow little tag on it. Kind of cool. Not gonna lie, that's nice. And according to their little sheet, the HuntVault black on black patch cap should be about 25 bucks. All right, I'll buy that for $1. And there's the directions again. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, something to drink out of. So, as I said earlier, I kind of live in the desert, so having stuff that I can actually drink out of is good. All right, so this looks like the Otter Elevation 36. So it's a 100% stainless steel internal copper lining, sweat-resistant design, versatile lid customizes for easy elevation for every adventure. Backed by Otterbox's 100% warranty. I love having cold water, especially out in the desert. So again, more directions, probably telling me what I shouldn't do. Actually, a pretty cool little top for putting back in. So I'm actually excited to put this through the paces. So it looks like it's got a closable and locking lid on the top, which if you have children is good, and a handy dandy little handle. So I can put that on there. So that should be interesting. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I'm always looking for new stuff to put water in. Again, desert scenario or any hunting scenario, it's good to have. I'd be interested to see if this is hot and cold. Every adventure, Doesn't say whether or not it's for hot or cold on the top. A 36 ounce capacity, which I figured because it says 36. Dead giveaway there. So I'll be happy to put that through its paces. So this says, according to this, it's a growler with hydration lid. Rugged stainless steel, weather use. It should be favorite beverage at the right temperature. So I'm assuming that means hot or cold use. Internal copper lining to maintain ideal temperature, sweat resistant. Again, they say it's 60 bucks. I have life-proof ones similar to this that set me back by about 40, and that was a little over 1 liter. So should be interesting. I'll give it a whirl and let everybody know what I think in the next box review coming out. Hopefully not February 29th, but at this rate, who knows? So I'll put that down. Keep going through. I still have a sharp knife. Ooh, more knives. All right, so this one is a Kershaw. So Kershaw makes a pretty decent knife. Let's see what we got. According to the box, it is a Kershaw Oso sweet knife. No, it's funky. Pretty ingenious little marketing. So Kershaw, from what I've used in the past, has always made good knives. So it's a little clip knife. It says it's stainless steel. Drop point blade. Ooh, I like that. That opened pretty easy. It's a drop point blade, gives you maximum utility. Heat treats the blade to bring out high performance. Good for hardness and wear. So, according to the box little liner, it says it should be 40. Please forgive the awesome acoustics in the background. It is hot where I'm at today, and so we open up the windows, and you got to have that one person who decides, hey, let's ruin everybody's life with my trash music. So again, according to this, it should be $46. So I'm pretty excited. I like it. It seems to be more easy opening. It seems almost like it's torsion assisted. Yeah, it's got to be. So here's a comparison between the two knives. So here on my right, your left, it's the Outdoor Edge one, and here's the Kershaw blade. So it just shows you just kind of a comparison in terms of size. I prefer, personally, a straight edge blade. Or without the serrations, just because it's easier to sharpen, and it tends to be better for skinning or for uses that I have, although I do like some of the serrations if I'm doing some of the actual meat processing. So just in case there's some sinew or some heavy duty stuff there, and it's also kind of an overall like bug out bag kind of thing. So just a quick comparison. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. That might be a fun little toy to take out for the next month. I'll put that over here. And let's see, Duke Cannon, the big old brick of hunting soap. This ain't no squirrel hunting soap, and I'm reading it as if I was from the South. My apologies if you're from the South. Double the size of the others, lethal on odors because getting winded is not an option. A portion of the proceeds go to veterans, which is big on my part. So pretty good size bar of soap. So I'm guessing it's non-scented, and holy crap, that's an entire bar of soap. Like, legitimately. And it smells like absolutely nothing. So I guess if this would have been awesome to get in the September, October, November box, because that's when I use most of my non-scented soaps. I don't necessarily worry about being winded at work. But still, pretty cool. I've been looking at potentially trying out their products anyway, just because of the fact that they're advertising everywhere. And I do think it's pretty neat that they are veteran, kind of taking care of veterans as well.
Can I smell it?
Absolutely. I'll let the wife smell it so you can get instant feedback on the back. All right. As we go through, I think that's all. Oh.
It smells like soap, but unscented soap.
All right. So there you go. For those of you who can't tell in the background,
it really is unscented.
That is an unscented soap.
It smells like lye or borax or whatever they use to make soap.
All right. All right, and the last one that we've got in the box is this big old thing. It's a crossbow / bow holder combo from Allen. So this is so you can place your bow or crossbow on it while you're shooting or while you're in the blind, because if you've ever been out bow hunting, holding your bow for hours on end It's kind of a pain in the butt. It says it's supposed to be good for blinds as well as for other products. It's supposed to be silent in and out, which means that the arms are most likely coated so that way they won't hear it. Kind of interested as to why I got this particular thing in here. So when you sign up for HuntVault, you get to select, hey, this is what I use. I'm a rifle hunter. I'm primarily a duck hunter. I'm a bow hunter. So I do have a bow. I do go bow hunting occasionally, but I'm definitely more of a rifle hunter, and that was the option I did select. If you'll remember my last month's video, they sent me the Outdoor Edge knife in the replacement of sending out the arrowheads, the sharpened field points, or not, broadheads, there we go. It's been a long day. The sharpened broadheads that they sent out in some of the other boxes. So I'm kind of curious as to why they sent this out. Doesn't seem to kind of lean towards what I selected was my primary choice of hunting method. But that being said, I do think it'll be good, and why not? You know, I do hunt a lot. It looks like it requires a lot of assembly, again with more directions that I probably won't follow. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So overall opinion of the box thus far. So it should have been about 60, 110, 156, 196, about 2 and some change, maybe about 2 1/4, just doing quick beer math, going through. Do I think it's still a good value? Yes and no. There are parts in here of this box that I obviously would not have gone out and picked on my own, but that's kind of the fun of getting one of these boxes. You don't know what it is. I would be lying if I didn't say I was kind of looking forward to this like a kid on Christmas. I will go out and do my best to get an honest test review, and I will see if I can't provide more of that feedback on the next video. If you like what I had to say, please let me know. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try and do more product reviews in ahead, not just HuntVault related, but everything that's related not just to hunting, fishing, prepping, and that kind of stuff, but also from the family aspect. Because I've got 3 taste testers, also known as children, so you know things that you get, whether or not they're applicable to your children as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and enjoy your last day of January. Have a good one. Are we doing this?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse my camera person. They are obviously struggling really hard tonight. All right.
It's still afternoon.
Yeah, it's the afternoon. Where's something I can... All right. All right.
I'm racing. This is starting over.
Now...